Good morning students, this is your experiment number 5 to determine the strength of the given sodium hydroxide solution provided m divided by 20 oxalic molarity 1 by 20 molarity of oxalic acid solution. Theory for this: here the sodium hydroxide solution is taken in the burette and a known volume, that is 20 ml of the oxalic acid solution, is taken in the titration flask. The titration is carried out using the phenolphthalein as an indicator. Chemical equation: oxalic acid reacts 1 mole of oxalic acid reacts with the 2 mole of the sodium hydroxide and forms the sodium oxalate and 2 moles of water. The indicator which you are going to use for this titration is phenolphthalein. End point, that is a colorless to pink. Apparatus required: burette stand, funnel, this is called as a pipette, this is 10 ml pipette, then volumetry flask, this is 100 ml volumetry flask, then conical flask, chemicals required: solution of NaOH, then indicator, that is phenolphthalein, and 1 divided by 20 molar of oxalic acid solution. That is, before you do any experiment, all the apparatus you need to wash it thoroughly. So I will show one apparatus, that is burette. I will wash it. Okay, so you have to pour the water, this tap you have to close it, okay, and then just you have to tilt it like this, so that if any other particle is there, it will get washed away, and then you have to leave the tap. Once all the water gets removed, now which chemical you want to fill in this burette, with that you have to rinse it. So today we are going to fill the NaOH. So we will rinse this burette with the help of NaOH. Take little amount of the NaOH and do the rinsing like this. Again you have to rotate like this, so that the water droplets which we have washed previously, that has been deposited on the walls, that will be removed, and then remove the NaOH. So in what way we are rinsed the burette, in the same way you have to rinse the pipette also. Okay. After rinsing, then burette you have to attach to the burette stand vertically. Then you have to pour the NaOH solution with the help of funnel. Okay. Then you can see this. You can see that there are the readings on the burette from 0 to 25. 0 to 25, here it is 25 is there. Okay. Then what are the precautions you have to take when you are filling the burette? Here it is, there should not be air gap, or this part should be also filled with the solution. After filling up, you have to adjust the level of the solution to 0, and that is also lower meniscus. Lower means that curve you can see, that down part is called as a lower meniscus. Yes, when you are going to adjust it, your eye level and that mark should be in a parallel to each other. Pipette out the oxalic acid 20 ml in the conical flask, which is called as a titration flask also. If any water is remaining any solution is remaining at the tip of the pipette, so you can press, this is called as a bulb, you have to press it, and from up thumb you have to keep, and then if you press that, whatever drops are remaining in the pipette, that it will get removed. Now after taking 20 ml, in that you have to add 1 or 2 drops of phenolphthalein. you can see that color of the solution in a beaker, sorry, not in beaker, conical flask is colorless. So that's why from colorless till the pink color comes, we are going to do the titration. While doing the titration, you have to take conical flask in the right hand. Then from the left hand, like this on the cork, you can hold it, or on the, okay, with the help of thumb and finger, you can on and off the cork, and then drop by drop you have to add it. Okay, solution. When you are going to add the solution, you are going to rotate it also. Okay, also, okay, you can see the color is getting changed, but we have to titrate till the permanent pink color comes it. You can see that color is still, it has not come, permanent color. Okay, you have to do the rotation continuously. Now you can see that color is becoming little dark. So you have to add very slowly when the color is going to get changed to get the accurate reading. The end point from colorless to light pink. Yes, and reading is exact 10 ml, 10.1. Observation table. Okay. So initial reading of the burette. Initial means at what, from where we started. We have started from 0 ml. So initial reading was 0 ml. Final reading means at what ml the color has come. So our color has come at 10.1 ml. That is final reading. Okay. So volume of the sodium hydroxide solution used, it is also going to come 10.1 ml. Now how we are conducted for the first time, in the same way you have to take 3 more readings. So my second reading has come. Initial will be always 0. Okay, fine. Second reading I got it 10 ml. So this volume of NaOH is going to become 10. Third also, initial is 0. Third reading 10 ml I got it, and this is also 10. And fourth, initial is 0. Fourth reading I again got it 10 ml. So volume of the sodium hydroxide used is 10 ml. Okay. Now you have to find out the average of this. The calculations. So this is our reaction. Oxalic acid reacts with the sodium hydroxide, give the sodium oxalate and water. The formula is for this to calculate the molarity. A volume of oxalic acid into molarity of oxalic acid upon volume of NaOH into molarity of NaOH, which is equal to stoichiometric coefficient of oxalic acid upon stoichiometric coefficient of NaOH. So we have taken 20 ml of oxalic acid and molarity was 1 by 20 means 0.05. This we are going to calculate molarity of NaOH, and volume has come, that is 10. Now stoichiometric coefficient of oxalic acid, as you have learned in the theory, stoichiometric coefficient of oxalic acid is 1 and that of NaOH is 2. So 1 by 2. Therefore molarity of NaOH is equal to 20 into 0.05 into 2 divided by 10. This calculation is going to come 2 divided by 10. Your answer is point. Therefore molarity of NaOH is 0.2 mole per liter. Okay. Now strength of NaOH in gram per liter. Formula is molarity into molar mass. Molarity is 0.2. So the answer is 8 gram per liter. Strength of given sodium hydroxide solution is we're going to come 8 gram per liter.